Alright guys, so we are hopping right into season number 2, and before I did want to get into game number 1, I was looking at the roster and see who really didn't fit in. I felt Taj Gibson on pretty much a $9 million contract to play backup, and probably won't even play that much because we do have LeBron and we do have Ben Simmons to play and then Noel thrown in the mix too, so he probably won't even play. So I was looking at some trades for him. I'm just going to scroll you guys through the trades here. The trade I actually end up doing is the one for Joffrey Laverne right here, straight up. Basically, I came down to it. I said, we have Jahlil Okafor starting at the center right now, and then his backup is Timothy Mozgov. And if I want to get a younger backup who's on a much cheaper deal and get rid of Taj Gibson's, and we'll save around $7 to $8 million in salary for the offseason, I felt that would be perfect. I also looked at that Norman Powell deal right there, and I was like, we don't really need another guard. I also looked at Alan Crabb right here. Came to the same conclusion. I also didn't want to get rid of TJ McConnell right there. Larry Sanders was interesting, except I feel like at the end of the day, having Joffrey Laverne on the team was the right move, just because it made the team, it kept the team in its young state, except for honestly really LeBron. And LeBron's going to be LeBron. Every player is more than happy with playing LeBron, I'm guessing. I do switch up the rotation a little bit here. I do put Ben Simmons starting at the 3. I just switch him and LeBron because I feel like LeBron can be a little bit more physical. And I pretty much leave it the same way it is. Mozgov still getting a few minutes just because I kind of like running 3 centers just because they're a little bit bigger. And now we're going to hop right into game number 1. We're in downtown Philly at the 76ers Arena. As I said, I already read you our starting 5. We were going up against the Boston Celtics, if you guys could not already tell. LeBron doing his little pregame ritual or whatever the hell you want to call it, now that he is in Philly, as well as when he did it in Cleveland and Miami. And so you're going to see immediately, we're going to have some impact right off the bat. Obviously doing the tip against our old teammate Joel Embiid, who actually ends up having a pretty good game. We do win the tip here. And we get off the bat right away with some 2K cheese, just throwing it up to Jahlil Okafor for a huge slam, and now we simulate ahead. After they've hit a free throw, I'm pretty sure Isaiah Thomas got fouled and hit that free throw. But LeBron does have the ball, and then I get Jay Crowder jumping, and I just get Ben Simmons to go for a powerful layup. We move along. There's not that many defensive highlights in here, but LeBron James is going to get a really deep, pretty much limitless range three-pointer to go and put us up around 4 at that point. They do hit a nice layup there, and they get it to go. I cut that out. I probably really shouldn't have, but I really wanted to master the pick and roll this season as Isaiah Thomas just tries to get the hell out of the way of Jahlil Okafor. Jahlil Okafor probably weighing around 270 right now. Isaiah Thomas probably isn't even like 180, so not a matchup there that he wanted to take. But now we do have our first defensive highlight of the year, it looks like. And as you're going to see, our team chemistry wasn't that great, but on that play, we do get Jahlil Okafor absolutely destroying Joel Embiid, really. And then we get Kemba Walker on the other end with the nice layup, and it looks like we have pretty much control of this game. But we move along and later into the first quarter. LeBron mainly my ball handler. We get Andre Roberson for basically a wide open 3, and I thought it would go because Andre Roberson, I worked on his shooting in the offseason. I'm pretty sure I sent him to a camp. But we do have another defensive possession right here, and I just get absolutely crossed up because I suck at 2K. And apparently James Young now plays for the Celtics, and apparently he can shoot. So we do have that, but yeah, keep it in mind that I'm absolutely trash at 2K. I'm 100 times better at rebuilding than I am at actually playing the game. Jay Crowder does some spin move there, and a pretty good defensive couple of efforts right here. We do get our new center, Joffrey Laverne, to grab that rebound. Ben Simmons does move it up, and he goes over to TJ McConnell, and TJ McConnell does get that and one to drop. He would hit the free throw. Moving along into mid-second right here. Another defensive possession, so there actually are more than I thought there was. And they just do the same thing every time. They drive in, they kick it out to an open man. So that's really some of the defense we do have to work on, because I feel like teams are going to do that every time. And LeBron James, they were just disrespecting him all game, and they decided, you know what, let's just throw it down over 2 players. So why not? James Young still on the court for the Celtics. I don't know, they must have struck out in the offseason for the whole shooting guard position. And then the AI jumps. It wasn't even me who jumped. And Isaiah Thomas does hit both of his free throws. Moving along, Buddy Hield actually had a pretty good game. You'll see in the stats after this one is all wrapped up. I do show the box score at the end. But I'm still mastering the pick and roll with LeBron and Jahlil Okafor, and it looks like we're going to get the and one to go there with Jahlil. So really using his power and his actually really heavy body to go there. And then Jay Crowder, oh, he gets me jumping bad. And I thought we had a block with Laverne there. It just didn't really work out. Buddy Hield, tendencies obviously couldn't change. A little bit disappointed about that, but you're going to see a hell of a defensive play right here by Kemba Walker to get a block. Then we're going to move it along really quickly. Around 2 seconds left. I do get a shot off with Ben Simmons. Gives us a little bit of momentum going into the fourth quarter. Excuse me right there. But we do pick up action a little bit into the fourth quarter. and Joe Johnson does some spin move thing, or James Johnson, whatever, one of them. And then we get it to go, and I'm pretty sure you can guess what's going to happen right here. Huge slam for LeBron James. He did actually end up winning the player of the game, I believe. I think, anyways. You'll see it after, I think. But you're going to see it right here. Nerlens Noel still can't hit, not even a mid-range, like a 15-foot jumper. But Jahlil Okafor luckily does get that great offensive rebound put back to go. So, picking up here with around 3 minutes left to go in the fourth, kind of a quick simulation. Ben Simmons does get basically almost a three-pointer to go, just a foot inside of the line. So, good to see him working on his outside shot a little bit. I really want to progress that out of him so he can turn into a better outside shooter, because obviously he's like kind of like mini LeBron. For some reason, Joel Embiid gets me jumping right there. And then Dragan Bender, for some reason, is down there. So they keep it close. It's now up to an 8-point game at this point with a minute and a half basically left to go. So I was like, all right, we're kind of safe, but I don't want to play it too safe, where I just kind of give up and just kind of start doing whatever I want. But Isaiah Thomas, you're going to see another hell of a defensive player right here by Kemba Walker. Just kind of makes him throw up a shot, and he does end up missing that. Under one to go now, and Jahlil Okafor just absolutely powering through Joel Embiid. So looks like we made the right move on the whole which center to trade at the end of the day. I still am having Noel run the power forward position. Obviously, he's not starting because I do have LeBron and Ben Simmons. Want to get them moving along. But you see Dragan Bender take a three-pointer here and just didn't work within Joel Embiid. Absolutely. Maybe we shouldn't have traded him. He just ended Jahlil Okafor's life right there. But around 45 seconds left to go. We still have a commanding 6-point lead. I, at this point, was like kind of screwing around just because I kind of thought the game was over. You're going to see kind of a weird possession here because LeBron does cut in. And he goes for the pick and roll, and they just leave him wide open. So I was like, all right, give me a perfect mid-range with LeBron, and that works out for the best. Gives us an 8-point lead. They do take a timeout there. That is why I did cut that. And then for some reason, Buddy Hield's slapping the floor like he's a veteran. Kemba Walker, great defense, and for somehow Jay Crowder hits a three with a man right in his face. So they cut it to a 5-point lead with around 22 seconds left to go. We have to get an inbound here, and I was like, you know what, let's just throw to Okafor down the court. I thought I got it off to Ben Simmons for the slam there, but they ended up fouling Jahlil Okafor, and Jahlil Okafor, I believe, had a couple of free throws. Or actually, no, we weren't in the bonus yet, but I'm sorry about that. But we do get the ball passed right in. Goes right to Kemba Walker. They foul him, and he does hit a couple of free throws. So moving along, 20 seconds left. The Celtics do have the ball after they did take a timeout. James Johnson taking a three, bricks the hell out of it. And then the game's pretty much over at this point. We're moving it along pretty fast. LeBron James is showing a little bit of disrespect right there with around 9 seconds left to go. Clearly, we've already won the game, but he's just showing off because he's the best player in the NBA. You're going to see the Celtics do a desperation heave right here, and James Johnson takes yet another three. But this time he actually does end up hitting it, but I was like, you know what? We have 2 seconds left, basically. Let's screw around. So I send LeBron all the way down the court, show them a little bit more disrespect, and now that we do have LeBron on the team as our superstar, LeBron ends up with 30 points in the game, 8 rebounds, and I believe 7 assists. You just did see the final score right there, and we move along to the box score right here. Yep, 38-7 for LeBron, 22-1-9 for Kemba, 15-3-4. Then you just look at the rest of the stats. I was actually really disappointed in Nerlens Noel. No points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and then you saw 3 turnovers for him, so not really what I was looking at of him to be our backup power forward. I guess he really likes the starting role a little bit better, but you guys can pause the video at any point and check out the stats. That has been it for the season opener. Huge win for the team. Team's chemistry still has to be fixed a little bit, but I will catch you guys in episode number 2.